What's going on, guys? This is Time FK7, and today we're going to be installing a dash cam inside of this 2021 Honda Civic Sport hatch. Let's go! Alright guys, so in particular the dash cam that we're going to be installing in this vehicle is called the Vantrue N1 Pro, which I got off of Amazon for less than $100. In particular, it costs $79.99, but it sometimes goes on sale for a lot less. So it's important to have a dash cam because, especially on a new vehicle like this one, you don't know what's going to happen. You may or may not be expecting an accident to happen. That's why it's important to have a dash cam. That way, if anything happens to your car or if anything happens to the cars around you, you can provide video evidence to that person or to yourself and to your insurance company. So, like I always say on my previous videos, I highly recommend getting a dash cam, especially if you're getting a brand new car or even used car. So, with that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, so now that I have the GoPro on my head, I know I look a little stupid, but I just wanted to, let you guys have a point of view of whatever I'm seeing. So now we're going to be installing this N1 Pro onto the dash with this camera rolling and with this camera rolling. Alright, so the very first step that you're going to do is, actually before we do that, I'm going to show you the contents of the box first before we do anything. So obviously you're going to get a dash cam inside of the box. You're going to get a suction mount, which you would then place your dash cam in between, because you see how it has like these little prongs right here. So you're just going to attach it. You're going to slide this in just like that, like so. Bang, until you hear it snap in place. So now it looks like this. The dash cam is now connected to the suction cup, where the suction cup also has like a little part where you would plug in the cord. So the very first thing that you should be doing is, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find the perfect spot. Usually the perfect spot is usually somewhere around the middle of the vehicle, where this dash cam would be able to see both sides of the vehicle, the left and the right, and obviously the front. So you're gonna hide this behind your rear view mirror, just like this. You're not going to completely hide it. That way when you're driving, whenever you need to make an emergency recording, you can easily just go over here and press the button. But this is the typical position of where you would need to put a dash cam. So what I like to do to ensure the suction, I like to spray it with water or some kind of liquid. It doesn't have to be much, but I like to do that. And then I'm going to be placing it. Make sure this is turned to the left, because left meaning unlock, right meaning to lock it. So now it's turned to the left, okay? So I'm going to be placing it right over here, right there. And then once it's placed there, you're going to go ahead and lock it. Oops, it's wet, that's why it's a little slippery, but that's fine. You're going to lock it in place just like that. So now once it's locked, it's going to stay there, even on the bumpy roads, just as long as you wet this part of the suction cup. And then you're going to go ahead and grab your cable. And it's a fairly long cable. It's about 10 to 15 feet. And what I like to do first is I like to start from the top, because if you start from the bottom, once you get to the top, then you're going to have like a whole mess of cables up here. So it's best to start from the top. And this plug, you're just going to plug it in to that part right there, the dash cam part. So now we're going to take this cable, open up your visor just like that, and then you're just going to feed it through like so, okay? And make sure it's not loose. You gotta pull this. Make sure the wire's not loose so that while you're driving, it won't be dangling. And once you get here, do you see this pillar right here? This is a rubber pillar, okay? So what I do is I'm gonna stick the cord inside of this rubber pillar, just like that, and then I'm just gonna feed it through. That way the cord would be hidden, like so. And I'm gonna make sure that the cord is like right here instead of right here, because if the cord's right here, then there's a potential for it to slip and then this whole entire thing would fall off, which you don't want to do. So I'm just gonna continue feeding the cord over here like that. Alright, so now here comes the tricky part. So since there's a little curve right here, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna keep on feeding it through until you hit that part where it doesn't want to go through anymore. So there's actually a little space in between where you can just feed the cord through. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna feed the cord. So this is the end result. The cord starts here, it goes inside the visor, and even if you open up your visor, this cord is not gonna go anywhere. You're just gonna have a zip tie. You're gonna zip tie this to this part right here. That way when you open up your visor, it's not gonna be dangling. So close that up, make sure everything's tight in here. Going back to this part right here, you're just gonna like pinch the wire into this part right here. So now the wire's completely hidden. So when you close the door, it's not gonna, squish it or anything. So now that the cable is running through here, what you're gonna do is you're now gonna feed this. You're gonna wanna plug this into your little power outlet over there, which we should do. Let me just plug this in through there. Now you have all this extra wires that you need to hide. All right, so you're gonna hide this by hiding it under your mat. So what you're gonna do is you're simply gonna lift your floor mat up and just tuck them away, just like that. You can see just a little bit of wire just dangling from that, and that's about it. So this one, you can actually hide this plastic part right here, kind of comes out, so you can just pinch the wires in, like so. Just pinch it in like that. And so now the wires aren't dangling anywhere over here. So it's like hidden behind this plastic part of the vehicle. So the wire is now coming out from the bottom instead of like in the middle over there, so it won't be hanging and your foot won't be catching on it. So this is what it looks like right here. So basically we fed the wire through the visor. So it's just right here, just chilling. And you can just close that up so it won't be in your way. And then you have a little bit of the wire just sticking out right here, which is fine. It's not bothering anybody. And then we basically just fed the wire through this, like this rubber weather stripping that we have here. And so it goes down all the way down here. And then there's a place right here where there's kind of an opening. So you're just gonna pinch the wires so that it'll fit. It's like a perfect place to hide your wires. You're just gonna pinch it in there until you get all the way down here. Okay, so once you're down there, there's also a little perfect place to just pinch the wires in between this plastic part right here. Okay, so that your wires aren't dangling. And now once you do that, the wire is gonna come out here, and then you're just gonna put it under your floor mat. Again, excuse the mess. It is the winter season, And then, so the wire is going to be coming up from the floor, and it's going to be plugged in there. And that's basically how you would hide the wiring for your dash cam. Speaking of dash cam, this dash cam records your trips 24/7. So if you're going to be taking a 5-hour long drive, the dash cam will be recording the whole entire way, even when you're parked, because it does have a battery. So if it detects any movement or any collision, or if anybody's like touching your car or going near your car, it'll automatically record that scene so that you can just go back and see what exactly happened to your car. Anyways guys, that about wraps up this video. I hope you guys find this video informative. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions for future videos, just comment down below. I do read comments regularly, and I do respond to any comments that you put down below. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, and for more videos, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Again, thank you all for watching. This is Time FK7, and peace out.